Hello everyone, it's Mxiety. I'm a mental health talk show host, Streamloots, and Twitch partner, here to talk to you today about burnout. Here at Streamloots, one of our goals is to make sure that you have the best mental health so that you can stream for as long and as comfortably as you possibly can without feeling terrible or having any sense of dread hanging over you. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about burnout to make sure that maybe we can help you out before it gets bad. So as always, first, what is burnout? What is this thing that everybody keeps talking about? Well, burnout is this feeling of awful dread that sets in once you've overdone something and you're absolutely exhausted and you feel like you can't just do it anymore. You don't necessarily care about it. It comes through in different ways for different people, but the general is it's a sense of apathy and a sense of extreme exhaustion. It's not just being overstressed or overtired. It is this feeling of complete, I don't care what happens anymore because I'm absolutely done with everything. So it's important to note that burnout is not an official diagnosis. It is a symptom of what might be a larger thing. So as always, talk to your doctor if you're starting to feel apathetic or like you can't feel any emotions and stuff like that. Those are things that definitely, if you have access to a doctor, would be great to address with them. It's important to note that reacting to repeated stress over and over again by being extremely exhausted is totally normal and not necessarily a sign of burnout. But the following symptoms are good indicators that burnout might be imminent or is happening right now. Becoming excessively cynical about your work, feeling pains and aches like you never have before in your body, feeling worthless, losing interest in something that you absolutely love, which in this case is streaming, sleeplessness or sleeping too much, getting frequent headaches, and many more. Burnout appears in different ways for different people, so it's important to be watching yourself and seeing how you feel towards your stream and towards yourself to note if something is off. So burnout is usually something that occurs once you've been in a repeated cycle of stress without being able to take any breaks. So the first thing that everybody recommends is taking frequent breaks. Now, as a streamer, taking breaks is incredibly difficult because it makes you feel like you're falling behind and other people are continuing to go and you're just slowing down, and that's not really the case. Burning out is when you get to the point of doing something over and over again and seeing small gains or seeing little feedback other than stress. And so that tends to happen with streamers, especially as you're just starting out. But it's important to take breaks because first and foremost, they teach your community by example, right? So you're teaching people that it's important to take breaks because when you take breaks, you're able to go for longer in the long run. So taking a day off means that you won't have to take a week off in a little bit further down the line. Also, just a quick note, if you have cultivated the kind of community that gets upset with you and doesn't want you to take a break, maybe it's time to reconsider the kind of community that you've created. Having one that is full of accepting and kind people that understand that you're not a robot and a human being with feelings might be a bit more helpful. And how do you do that? Well, by establishing what breaks are, what your boundaries are, and what your needs are as a real person. And that will help the community in return want to see you feel better for longer. And so that will make breaks more acceptable. Well, who might become burnt out? Well, anybody who is overworked and possibly under challenged. So if you feel like you keep doing something and it's never being recognized, it's really easy to start facing burnout because you feel like what you do doesn't matter anyway. So why should you keep doing it? Another thing you might notice is that you're being extra harsh on yourself and giving yourself way too much pressure to accomplish something perfectly, maybe even from the first try. People who are creative and people who run their own businesses tend to run into burnout because there's a very strong passion that you have to be the best at what you're doing. And if you truly love something, then you're gonna do it all the time and never take a break. And whereas that is completely untrue. Your worth doesn't come from how much work you do, it comes from yourself and everything that you accomplish and bring to this world. We're also taught commonly that overworking is something to be praised. If somebody's overworked and not sleeping enough, then they're really working hard and they're doing a good job. But as a result, that person might not want to continue doing that thing because you start associating it with all these negative emotions instead of joy and happiness like the joy that you bring to others when you stream. The way I like to put it is like charging your phone. Look, can you continuously work on like the last 5% of your phone and just always keep it there? Absolutely. But is it better, and do your programs run faster and smoother? And does your screen work properly if your phone is at 190, 80, even 70 or 60%? Yes. Yes to all of the above. So charge yourself the way you charge your phone. If you take care of your technology, there is no reason you shouldn't be taking care of yourself in the same exact way. So a great test that you can have to see if you are on the verge of burnout is asking yourself, am I tired? Or am I tired of doing this thing altogether? If you take a day's break or you take a week, it's better to take a week or two worth off, and you find that you just don't want to go back to doing that thing that you were doing, it might be time to start a new interest, a new hobby, maybe even a new job. But it might be the thing that gets you back into it, back and going, excited to see your community again. And that's a great way to know, was that burnout or am I definitely done? Consider the fact that this might be a great time for you to look into what you can delegate. Can you ask your moderators to help with something? Is this a time in which you can take a break and do something else for a little moment? Maybe you can switch games. Maybe you can change up your cards and stream modes. Whatever it is, maybe it's something that's just a change of scenery can fix for you. But if you're being really hard on yourself and expecting yourself to do way too many things at once, it might be a good time to step back and see what's on your plate. Maybe write everything down so you can have a concrete idea of where and what everything is. And then from there, decide on the tasks that are important, decide on the tasks that can be delegated, and decide on the tasks that you will be focusing on going forward. So that's it for burnout. Burnout is generally something that you want to avoid. So again, and I can't stress this enough, take those breaks, as many breaks as you can comfortably take. Maybe checking your schedule, maybe you're overworking yourself on a weekly basis and it's something that you can pull back on. So in the long run, again, you can stream for longer. And as a bonus tip, I would like for you to check in with your mods. Make sure they're not burned out either. If they are, maybe ask for somebody else to step in as a mod for a day. Give them some time off. Give them some time to just watch your stream and relax, or watch another stream and be somewhere else. Moderators are very vigilant and careful and watch chat sometimes even better than we do. And it's super important to make sure that they're well taken care of. So take care of your mods, check in with them, and don't forget to check in with yourself. Until next time, thank you so much for watching this. Please be sure to subscribe. Let me know, have you experienced burnout? What did you do? Did you do something different? Would you prefer that we talked about doing something different? Drop it all in the comments below. Like and comment. Find all of our stuff all over the internet. And in the meantime, don't forget to be the light. Bye, everyone. Bye.